Hey guys, my name is Amanda. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here today. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe. If you do subscribe, hit that bell button so you're notified every single time that I upload. Also, giving me a big thumbs up really helps me out here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Let's jump right into the DIYs today. This video will be different than some of my other videos. For this one, I am going to group DIYs together by category, and I'm going to be showcasing Dollar Tree stickers, rub-on transfers, and stencils. So for the first ideas, let's get into tray ideas. I'm going to show you how I made this gorgeous tray with Dollar Tree items. I bought this bright colorful parrot tray at Dollar Tree along with these puffy stickers that look like door hinges. I'm going to place a little hinge on each side of my tray there, each corner that is, and then I'm going to apply 3 generous coats of my plaster chalk paint right on top of this tray and on top of the stickers, allowing each coat to dry before beginning the next coat. I do a couple more stickers there on the sides, as you can see. These stuck very well and I did not use hot glue, but you totally could if you wanted to, and then just paint right over them as I said, and this comes out absolutely gorgeous. This is what it looks like, and then I took some Waverly antique wax and a Dollar Tree stencil brush, and I just lightly brushed over those gorgeous little stickers and the sides of my tray. I also brushed lightly over the middle of my tray to give this an aged and antiqued look. I'm going to take this rub-on transfer from Dollar Tree. I had never tried these brown paper stencils before, and I was very pleasantly surprised with how they worked. They come on more like a stamp than a bright defined transfer, and I absolutely love it for that antique look. So I just took my faux cricket scraper from Dollar Tree, and I just kind of used the edge there to rub over this entire transfer. Once it is done, you remove your paper, and here is what it looks like. A gorgeous stamped on look. This project was so easy. Very simple, but I absolutely love how it looks. I think it's a beautiful decorative piece and quite a large statement piece for a kitchen or a vignette. And Dollar Tree did have several options with these brown paper transfers. So I hope you like this super easy idea that would also look nice in any other size tray. What I love about Dollar Tree, there are so many different options. Okay, for our next tray idea, here is what it looks like outside on my porch. Here is what it looks like upright. There are several different ways to display this, but I got this very large oval tray from Dollar Tree. It is plastic. I also got this wallpaper sticker from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to paint the outer edges of my tray black. I didn't have very much, so I laid down a base of Waverly Plaster first and then painted it black. I Mod Podged over that so it wouldn't scrape off. And then I took my wallpaper and I laid it upside down and traced around the very inside of my tray. I cut that down and then placed it in the middle just to see where I hadn't gotten a perfect cut and I needed to cut some more. I used my pen to mark that and I trimmed it down. I then removed the backing off of my wallpaper and stuck it right there on the bottom of this tray. I used my hands to smooth it out, and I did put a layer of Mod Podge right on top of this wallpaper just for added protection to be able to clean it off. Then I went ahead and took some of these little mini puffy or pop-out stickers from Dollar Tree. There's large and mini. We painted them with our remaining black paint and my son stuck them all around the edge of that wallpaper for me. Then I took some Dollar Tree faux leather and I cut 4 strips the same size. I glued 2 of the strips together to form 2 sets of nice handles. So here's what it looks like. I just glue it together and just press it down, allowing the hot glue to dry. You do need to put a little bit of dry on the edges so your handles don't split on the sides there. But then I'm just going to go ahead and glue my handles down with hot glue, one on either side, kind of forming a loop like so. And once that's done, I'm going to take another one of those little stickers that we painted black and put it on either side of the handle to look like it is nailed in there. Once that's done, of course, we'll repeat the process on the other side. The sky is the limit again for how you do this. You could just go around the inside with twine if you don't have those stickers. You could paint the outside any color you like. There was several options of wallpaper, so there are some ideas for you I hope you like. Here's what it looks like on my porch. Super cute. I'm not quite sure how it's already gotten a little bit of spots on it outside, but here's what it looks like inside. And again, you could tilt it upright, you could use it as a tray, you could put feet on it, lots of ideas. Okay, let's do some sign ideas. So we're actually going to be using a wood plank from Dollar Tree. We're just going to be decorating either side to make two signs. Here's what it looks like, and I have this Be Happy sticker that is so pretty from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to remove the hanger, and I'm going to paint one side of this wood plank with my Waverly Plaster chalk paint. Once that is done, I am going to remove the sticker from the backing and place it carefully down on my prepared plank. Once I am done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take some beads that I got from Dollar Tree on a garland, and I'm going to take some of this beautiful pink colored paint from Waverly, and I am going to, how I made it, I almost forgot how I made it, was I put some crimson Waverly paint in with some plaster and mixed it to make pink. You can use Ballet Slipper by Waverly too if you would like. I brushed it lightly on my beads there that were still on the twine, and then I just pulled the twine through the holes at the top of the sign, and here is what this side of the sign looks like. When you want to turn your side around, you can just remove the beads from the handle, and the other side will look awesome. So here's what that looks like. Easy peasy, is so cute. Here's the other side. Now I'm going to use another piece from Dollar Tree of their wallpaper, and I'm just going to cut it to size. I'm also going to use some poster board stickers. So I'm cutting down the wallpaper, and one strip will almost cover our whole plank, but not quite. So I will then take another piece off of the bottom of this extra piece and kind of make it match up so it looks like a continuous piece. Wow, I said piece a lot of times there, guys. Now I'm going to take my Dollar Tree poster board stickers, HME. I'm going to leave a space for the O because I'm going to be using some Dollar Tree little eucalyptus shapes to form my O. Now, this transfer usually comes with a circular wreath in the middle. I had already used it, so I'm just going to create my own. By using some of these leaves, I am just going to go around in a circular shape. I do overlap some of them just to get the nice circular shape that I like, and I just rub down these little transfers with my fingernail. Once my O is formed the way that I think it looks nice, I am then going to go ahead and take 3 more of these little leaf transfers and apply them to the top of the sign so they look like they're hanging down. And I'll also take 3 more and apply them to the bottom of the sign so they look like they are sprouting up. This was so easy and simple, and I absolutely love how it looks. I think it would look really cute just kind of standing as a tall decor piece in any kind of vignette, or you can hang it on the wall. I just poked my little poker through those holes at the top so the twine would still go through. And here's what that looks like. Yet another very easy and customizable piece. Okay guys, now we're going to do some wood round ideas. So for this first one, we are going to take a Dollar Tree wood round and some Waverly Plaster chalk paint and coat our wood round. Then we are going to take these adorable plant wall stickers. Sorry if you heard my dog just now. They like to start to wrestle every time I am voicing over. So we're going to take our plant wall stickers and choose one for the middle. And I did a small one on either side, made sure they were pressed down firmly. And then I found some rub-on transfers that I like and that I thought matched because I wanted this to have some words on it too. I'm just showing you some options here. So I cut out the word that says family is everything. And I applied that right under the middle image. I thought that looked so nice and cohesive. Once that was done, I took my greenery rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree, and I just took a few pieces of this greenery and applied some to the top and bottom of the round to add a little bit more decoration on there. And then I took this brown faux leather from Dollar Tree and I just cut 2 strips of equal width, about 1/2 inch or so, and I glued 1 strip to the bottom there right under our main images and then 1 to the top. So they were kind of framing those images there. Here is what this looks like. And then of course I'm just going to take a scissor and trim off the excess as close to the wood round as possible. This worked really well for me, and this craft was just so fun, so easy. I think it has a really nice look to it, but it's very customizable as well. Now I'm just going to make a little hanger by cutting 2 equal strips. However long you want your hanger, just glue them together so you don't see the back of the leather, and then just glue that on the top there for your little decorative hanger. And here is what it looks like. Let me know what you think about this one, you guys. Some of these crafts today are a little bit different from my normal style, but I absolutely love stepping out of the box sometimes. So here's another one. You will need 2 wood rounds from Dollar Tree, the normal wood round and also one of those smaller welcome wood rounds. I'm going to paint the welcome wood round with Waverly Plaster, and then I'm going to tape it off. I'm going to use this color of FolkArt chalk paint to paint the bottom. I believe this is seashell pink, and I'm just going to paint all around that welcome word. If I get any little bits of paint on the welcome word, then I can just go ahead and go back over it with Waverly Plaster chalk paint. So once that is done, I can go ahead and remove my painter's tape to reveal my plaster color underneath, and I'm going to take these gorgeous transfers from Dollar Tree. I'm going to lay them down on my wood round there and just kind of cut around where I need it to kind of end. If it hangs off the edge, that is okay. I can just take it off when I am doing this rubbing on of the transfers here. Then of course I'm going to put some more on the other side to make it match up and just cut off any excess, and then just easy peasy rub these on, remove the film. I do apply some there where there's kind of a line between the pink and the plaster paint, and here's what that looks like. Now going back to our larger wood round, which we have also painted with Waverly Plaster chalk paint, I am going to apply some lines of this painter's tape from Dollar Tree by putting 1 strip in the middle and then using a strip as my spacer and putting other strips down equally. Then I'm going to use this color of Cremacoat paint, and I am going to paint right over that painter's tape there and remove it, revealing these gorgeous stripes. I am then going to take the smaller welcome round and use hot glue to attach that right to the middle of this sign. I guess I had to turn it around for some reason, but just pressing down firmly, and this gives you kind of a multi-dimensional gorgeous sign for just a couple of dollars. I do lightly dry brush some plaster chalk paint over top of that blue to dull it down a little bit, and I will leave these colors that I used in my description box. But here is what this looks like. It took just a couple minutes to make this very unique round. Again, I am kind of trying to step outside the box today out of my normal style, but I think this is so fun and very customizable. Okay, now we are going to get into some revamp ideas, things that I made in the past that I'm changing up just a tiny bit. So I originally made this as a mail holder. It is simply a wooden tag with a cork on one side, a Dollar Tree wood plank, and this I believe it's 18-inch wooden stick from Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to begin by laying them across my tag to measure. Both pieces of wood need to be measured at 8 inches to go across the tag. So I'm just laying them down. I have them marked. I'm going to mark all the way across, just using my mat and also using that tag as a template. Now I am taking my miter box and saw and just cutting these two pieces down. Now I'm going to take the spare piece of the longer piece of wood and I'm going to cut 2 more pieces off of it at 2 inches each. So here I am taking this long 8-inch piece of the skinny wood, and I'm going to use hot glue to glue it to the bottom of my wooden tag sign. Now I would definitely recommend a stronger adhesive, but for video purposes I am just using hot glue and it worked well for me. So again, this tag has cork on the other side, but I'm using the wood side. Now I'm going to take one of those little wooden 2-inch pieces and I'm just going to glue it on the side of my tag like so, and I'm going to repeat the same process with the other 2-inch piece. Now I am going to take my 8-inch larger wood plank and I'm going to glue it right on top of there, forming a little box. As this is a mail holder, that is the perfect size for our mail. Now I'm taking a large craft stick that you can purchase at Walmart, whole pack for just a couple dollars, and I'm cutting down 2 2-inch pieces to just fit in that little top of the side there and just add a little bit of embellishment. Now I'm painting my tag holder with Waverly Plaster chalk paint. I had originally dry brushed it, so I just stripped it back down. I took off those plant stickers I just showed you that I had originally used, and instead I took some of more of this faux leather and I just cut a piece that I thought would fit nicely. I left some space on the top, bottom, and sides, but you could cover the whole front if you wanted to, and I just hot glued around the edges. Then I took some more of these little pop-out stickers from Dollar Tree that I had painted with some black paint, and I just placed them down in the corners. So later on I do change the paint color on them, but for now I am just going to give a light coat on the top part of this tag sign so my stencil doesn't bleed, and I'm going to use this stencil from Dollar Tree with this beautiful blue color by Waverly, and I do end up taking off those tiny little stickers and painting them with this blue color to match. I removed my stencil and then I had formed a tag by just cutting another strip of the faux leather. I pulled it through the hole at the top, and when I say tag, what I'm trying to say is hanger. Sorry guys, you know I get tongue-tied sometimes. I just glue the ends of that hanger together, and that is what that looks like. Then I'm just going to re-dry brush a little bit of my Waverly Plaster chalk paint over this, and what a super cute and easy redo from those plant stickers to this. But the sky is the limit. You could just build the tag box the way I showed and decorate it any way you like. There's so many different things you could do that would be gorgeous. Here is another idea. Here's this little box, and I had originally had some ribbon and scrapbook paper on it, but I removed that to try out a different look. So here's how I made the box. I began with these wood planks from Dollar Tree, and they come 6 to a pack. So I'm going to begin by placing one flat on my work surface and then taking another one and gluing it like so upwards so it will form the side of my little crate. I then add some more hot glue on the inside seam, and I repeat the process on the other side using some hot glue. Now what I'm going to do with this side is glued slightly on top and one side is glued to the outside of that wood plank, if that makes sense. So there's just a slight difference, and when I place the other wood plank on, I'm going to just go in opposite directions. And so I'm going to place one slightly kind of on the inside of that plank that's on the side and one slightly on top. but I'm going to do it opposite so everything balances out. And I just do the hot glue. So see, I'm kind of tucking that slightly on the inside there. And then the other side is slightly kind of on the top, covering the edge. And that works everything out perfectly. Now I'm just flipping it over, adding some hot glue to the inside. And then I'm going to flip the whole thing upside down and glue all along the edges so that I can place my bottom on. So here is how I just use 5 of these wood planks. So for $1.25, this is about $1 worth, and it's a cute little size for a tiered tray, a large tiered tray, or another space. So here is the side of that tray that I had broken apart, and I'm going to take the side and just cover it in this Dollar Tree jute twine. This twine is actually found in the hardware section, and so I'm just going to glue it down and start wrapping and wrapping until I have this whole piece wrapped. Once it is completely wrapped, I'm going to use hot glue on either side to place it directly on top of this little, almost like a mini toolbox, and it fits perfectly in there. So you just add a generous amount of hot glue, tuck it right inside, and here is this adorable box. Now I did paint my box with Waverly Plaster chalk paint, but you could paint it any color that you like. Now I'm going to take these transfers from Dollar Tree, choose the one that I like, which is the together one, and that little plant on the side of it, and I'm going to rub those onto the front of my little box here, again using my Dollar Tree scraper. I'm going to add another transfer on the other side of that little word image as well to fill my box out, and then I will brush over my box with Waverly Antique Wax. And here is what this looks like. It's so easy, customizable, and I think absolutely adorable. You could really do this any way that you like. I really hope that you guys enjoy these DIYs today. Please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Take care, and I will see you very soon. So here is a final look at all of our projects today, our wood rounds, our signs, our trays, our little tag sign, things that we have redone a couple of different ways. I absolutely love Dollar Tree's variety of stickers, stencils, and rub-on transfers. I hope I gave you a little bit of inspiration to try something new. Take care, friends, and I hope you have a wonderful week.
You can subscribe to my mom's channel, and thank you for watching today's craft and stay safe.